Everything under duress for the Australia attacking half. However, a ball into a central position it goes. Degenek headed through the box. Suzuki. The underlapping run from Hirakawa. Solid defensive header from Degenek. Only as far as Hirakawa. Hirakawa from distance. Kamara turns onto his right. Deal with Australia sensing the chance to commit some numbers forward. Lewis Miller. Ball is wrestled off. See how firm it is whenever a high ball lands. Hello. Metcalf has his Bayage getting forward. Stepped Burgess, but with any great authority. Hirakawa driving. Hirakawa puts it just wide. Suzuki, a short corner. The return pass to Suzuki. He's looking for Machida. Buoyed by their first shot of the night. Is a second on the way. O'Neill against Fujita. Who got the last touch? Against the run of play. Ryan Teague on delivery. And it's a flick header through the penalty area for Connor Metcalf. Distance from the penalty area. Boyle will drop it just inside the box. First head Japan. Japan are going to respond. They're going to change the pace of the attack. Suzuki breaking forward. Still Suzuki. He bends it wide. Suzuki. He's going to shoot from distance, Suzuki, and it's blocked by... From the right flank. Suzuki's cross. Misplaced touch. Half a chance for Australia to break. Fujita goes in, trying to get more of a feel for the game. He's been limited in his touches. This is a ball that will flash long down to the goalkeeper. A long throw, aggressive, finding Martin Boyle. And as soon as he had possession, it was Tawara Tsumida. Played into the middle where O'Neill was able to interject, and now touching an awkward bounce. And now Japan take possession, and Bayage out of position, chasing back. Now the advance of Sano. Ohashi driving a ball. And the ball belongs to them at present. Although that is a misdirected. Japan trying to commit numbers around the ball, and eventually those numbers. Tawara Tsumida, an early ball this time. Ohashi. And he's done so very nicely. This time, Chakati is awake to the threat of Kota Tawara Tsumida. He's seen him cross, which Chakati only clears as far as Kamara. And a deflection on the so briefly, but not for long. Tawara Tsumida is away, showing his speed. The number 9. Tawara Tsumida. His second cross. Combinations and cohesion. Sano. And now a spin at the edge of the box. Burgess is back to find his... As his Bayage makes the interception for Australia. Breakthrough midfield, looking promising. Here is one of the debutantes in such a fashion, because at halftime in Perth, it's Australia 0, Japan 0. World Cup proved quite like it. Australia are hoping for a late surge here. Duke. Now, can Japan punish their rival? The free kick from Suzuki, and it beat Hirakawa. His path blocked by Bayage. We'll get a second chance here, though. Bayage again. Heard the shout from Fujita over the shoulder. Fujita. And Chakati makes an intercept. Arzani starting from deep in his own half. Kubo. McGree, shoulder to shoulder, and this time legally. Fujita. Hirakawa hugging the line. As he's fouled here, their chances. Can they create again? Nakamura, Seko, the overlapping run. And Suzuki, similar story with Chakati. And Chakati, a great little drag step down the line. The exchange of headers. Climbs Takai. Arzani, his first involvement at the other end. Kubo. And His cross is followed up. A chance now. Kamada back to Suzuki. He struggles to keep. Eko follows up. Nakamura against Garia. He drops the shoulder. The last 10 minutes that wins the game for Australia. Burgess is forward. A chance for Chakati. And a goal on Kamada. It spills to McGree. He's repelled. O'Neill. And now, for the second time in as many minutes, Duke is felled with a tackle from behind. Passing in close quarters. It's come unstuck. Nakamura couldn't keep the ball. O'Neill to Duke. Australia have numbers back. Kubo's corner. Asmura. He's one-on-one against Chakati and breezes past. Nakamura with a bending cross, and it needed a header from Deganek to be kept away from the advancing hitter. Back pass here. Tani keeps it away from Duke. The press is on. Australia creating some concern. He's done well back to goal. He didn't have much by way of support, though. McGree was running from very... Advantage given Japan's way. A shot on the turn. Blocked away immediately, and that was nearly a... since 2022, so a handful of caps, 3 goals, but hasn't scored one. Saw a run to the edge of the box. Suzuki, Kubo! Hirakawa, look at Kubo moving between the lines so elegantly. It's Kubo, the cutback. So how much more different and dangerous will Japan look as a result? Hirakawa. Miller. Miller. Well, he was running with nowhere to go. Fujita. Ohashi from a tight angle. He wasn't afraid to shoot an even more acute angle in the first half, but is this Australia's route to goal? Miller hurls it into the box. A flick header on. Right. Will we see more once the clock hits 60? Fujita. Saw Hirakawa, and it nearly fell kindly entertainment in the form of a wave around the Perth Stadium. Japan with a long ball up the middle, perhaps trying to roofed by Seko. Tauratsumida, and he is collected late. Look, there's no choice but to yield possession though. Fujita. And Page concedes a foul. Fujita. Incisive pass. Suzuki nicked off his toes by McGree. And the captain, Kamada. The underlapping run from Tauratsumida. Suzuki with the aid of a ricochet. Still Suzuki inside the penalty area now. Hirakawa. Away from Bajic. He got some separation on his marker, and he wins a corner as a result. Burgess sending it behind. Sano. Through the left now. Tauratsumida. Morello. A sidestep. McGree in the middle. The ball never arrived. And now lofted over the bar by Bajic. And a moment. Shoulder to shoulder. Brandon Barello chasing after a lost cause. Riley McGree, his first touch coming off the bench. McGree rolls at the edge of the box. Riley McGree cuts it back. Who's there? Bajic! As is Bajic! A last-minute goal for Australia! Extraordinary scenes in Perth! Bajic. Duke. Live. Arzani into the box and out of possession. Nakamura. Then a week after winning the championship as the captain of Melbourne City, he's now about to be full-time in Perth. Australia 1, Japan 0.